Shalom, shalom. Call Halim La, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Akwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to Yakim in the faith, doing the work in true sincerity. I want to repeat myself. Barakateh Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Akwadash. Khan. Hey, and the times we're in, the prophecies are literally popping off the pages. This is going to be a quick edifying lesson, Lord willing, straight to the point. So as you see here, you can see... in Yemen, that's their particular their political leaders. In Babylon, you can't do that. If Joe Biden running around or somebody of high name, high stature, Obama, whoever, a former U.S. general, or whatever the case may be, it ain't gonna be that much love. It ain't gonna be that much security and safety for them to roam around. That's why they got to roll around with 20 cars deep, with so much security and things of that sort. But these leaders, they don't have to because, their people are in unison with them. Going to show you that the dragons of Arabia, these Arabic countries, these Muslim countries, they're forming. And I know you guys can't see it. Well, when you can see it, I'm sure brothers can see it. I can't put it past no brother that you can't see it. But I'm about to zoom in on what that Joel speaks about, man. Check this out, man. If you look in front of everyone's stomach, they have their sword in their hand, bro. Everyone is strapped and ready to kill. These are swords in front of their stomachs. And at first, I was going to just do a lesson and, just hope I was right. But I went into further, into it. It's called a jambaya, So they keep these things in their front pocket so it's easy to draw, easy to cut. So when they draw, they're already, striking. It has that curvature. And I'm sure they know how to use it, man, because it's theirs, So this is what's going on, man. So we're going to get that Joel. And we're going to get a few more scriptures, and then we're going to close out. I just realized that. And hey, I go to show you, we in the times, because when shit wasn't hitting the fan, when things were more docile, men weren't walking like this, But this is prophecy. This is going to show you that ultimately, the Lord, guides man. Man's going is of the Lord. Joel chapter 3, I'm going to start at verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, because we won't have much prophecy for you heathens and you sons of the wicked, Esau, Edom, man. Y'all going into captivity. Y'all about to serve y'all time, and y'all gonna be under us, man. Esau, Edom, same thing for you, but after a certain period amount of time, y'all as a nation is gonna be for stubble. Y'all not gonna be in remembrance. You guys are not gonna be as a body no more. You guys aren't gonna be this great white people anymore, man. Claiming that you're the people, this, that, and the third. Your power will be subdued, because your time on earth is gonna be done. Like when Alexander the Great wept because there was no more wars for him to fight in. Hey, that was the end of his story. Yeah, he had a great run, but it was limited. Our run and what we telling people, what we prophesying is the gospel, man, is that internal run, man. And we hope to have our heads high in the kingdom, in humility and righteousness, on the right-hand side, and having everlasting life, and not shame and contempt. So continuing on, prepare, wake up the mighty men. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. That's right, man. Everybody that's ready to war, everybody that got testosterone and balls, let's go, man. And anyone that don't want to go to war, shit, they better make themselves useful to the men that are at war or be gone, because look at what those Ukrainian men did, that didn't want to join the war, man. Their government is looking for them, man. They about to be serving punishment if found. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. That's right, man. All these men are full of rage, man. They know their enemy. They're not like 2/3 Jacob that get rocked to sleep every couple months after a so-called black man gets shot. These people meditate, upon, their enemies. And the Lord has arousing their spirit, essentially. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. A plowshare and a pruning hook, you could liken that to a sickle, which are farming instruments. In these countries, agriculture is a big form of economics, cattle, all these different things. And, so whatever these people do, for their 9 to 5 to make bread, hey, they got to put that aside right now because they have a bigger cause at hand, which is war. And that's what all the heathens are going to essentially do once they realize, the Lord coming and cracking the clouds, man. They're going to try to formulate against the Lord, but that ain't going to work, man. I want to get that in NLT real quick, Lord willing. Joel 3:10. Bear with me, Baba Kashah. Just wanted to focus on this in like another scripture, and then we're gonna wrap it up. It's meant to be quick because it caught my attention as I was scrolling. We're in the NLT. We're going to Joel 3:10, and it reads, "Hammer your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Train even your weaklings to be warriors." Wow. Call Halayim La Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. You don't think this dude will tear up another Edomite or another any Babylonian, whatever this kid's age is. Let's say this kid's 10 years old, right? Or 13. And you take another Babylonian from here that's 13 years old, and you put these dudes face to face. Who you think gonna come out on top, man? So even their young ones are being roused up. They're being raised, man. Train up that child in the way that he should go. And he'll never depart from it. Hey, and that's what they train they just to be. These kids have forever known who their enemy was, man. They weren't taught in school. You see, this is what these people have in their mind, man. Resentment, man. And then they have their guard that was killed. These people are highly emotional, but they're not like Jake. That just because emotion goes in and out, man. People are really honest, man. It's going to show you. Look at these. You don't think these things are pissing them off? In Western Gaza City, rushed out upon hearing food truck survival, only to be fired by Israeli army. Hey, man, the goddamn devil, man. But we're lighthearted about this because this ain't our people. Of course, Jake mumbled, and if the elect is within them, they're gonna be brought up out and they're gonna be taken care of course. But hey, man, you heathens, this is our land anyway. So at the end of the day, y'all have to go back and forth and it don't matter, man. If Ham dying, if it's Tarshish, Edom, Philistines, the Canaanites, where else could we go with this? Elam, Ishmael. It don't matter if y'all dying, man, and perishing, man. And it really don't even matter if 2/3 of our own people dying right now because, they're engineered after the heathens, man. They're like unto Gentiles, man. Unlearned, man. Continuing on in the KJV. We were once in the Gentile state of mind, but the Lord brought us up out of that. And Lord, when we never return to, our vomit. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord, power, Yahweh. Let the heathen be weakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, for thou will sit to judge all the heathen round about, So you heathen, y'all gonna get judged, by the Lord in the Fertile Crescent. At one point, you guys are gonna realize you have a common enemy, after going, back and forth with each other. Because this war is going to be nothing. It's not going to be so much close combat range as it was, in the previous wars, because technology is advanced, man. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. That's right. The time has come, for these wicked people to be judged, man. The appointed time, Ecclesiastes 3:5, a time to gather, a time to put away, man. A time to gather stones and a time to cast away stones. Salaki, roughly paraphrasing. For the press is full and the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. That's right, man. So the Lord about to trample these people in his fury. Multitudes in the valley of decision. The word Jehoshaphat goes into Yahweh Shaphat, meaning the Lord's judgment. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord, Isaiah 63, continuing on, is near in the valley of decisions. Hey, man. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and their stars shall withdraw their shining. That's right. This place is going to be spiritually dark and physically dark, man. It's going to be a dark place, because it's going to be nothing but war and chaos and calamity going on. But also, you're going to have the nuclear soup, man, from these fires and these different missiles. They're going to be creating great clouds of darkness, man. And once these things are so thick, the atmosphere could be blocked. It's called pollution, air pollution. The Lord Yahweh also shall roar out of Zion in his utter voice from Jerusalem, city of peace, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. That's right, man, because of all the weaponry and the strategicness going on, man. Because even when it's like an earthquake or a bomb goes off, the earth shakes, man. So imagine, constant rockets and missiles. The Lord Yahweh will be the hope of his people. Who is his people? The elect of the nation of Israel. Those 12,000, out of each tribe, the 1/3 of our people, man. The 12 apostles, man. Continuing on, and the strength of it. Salaki for that noise in the background, man. Satan, man. Close my door. And the strength of the children of Israel, so shall ye know that I am the Lord Yahweh, your power, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no more strangers pass through her anymore. So that goes to show you that strangers are currently passing through our land, and that the people of that land that are fighting over that land cannot be the original inhabitants, cannot be the people that the Lord wants to set there, man. So that's why you see constant war going on, because there shall not be no peace, man, until we're back in that land. And when we're back in that land, ain't gonna be no war, man. So until we're in that land, y'all gonna have to keep wilding out, man. The Lord ain't gonna allow y'all to be peaceful and to just. I seen a dude talking about he hopes one day the two nations could live, and he could see two nations live in peace. Hey, man, they might live in peace, man, but not on our goddamn land, man. And their next life in captivity, if they want to fucking be hand in hand and apologize and have a slob fest, they can go ahead and cry. But, verse 18, and it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and the fountain shall come forth of the house of the Lord, shall water the valley of Shittim. Our land gonna have abundances, man. The land of Israel is not abundant right now, man. That thing is dried out, man. You could barely grow things out there. I think the only thing that's profitable and prominable to grow out there is olives. If it's not olives, I believe it's olives. I believe it's olives. It's something out there. But anyways, continuing on. Verse 19, Egypt, Egyptos, house of bondage, modern day America. Modern day Egypt, which is America today, and Edom, that's where Esau rules, mainly is in America. And other parts, really majority of the parts of the world shall be desolate. Edom shall be desolate wilderness for violence against the children of Yahweh, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. That's right, man. The Gadites, the Reubenites, the Judites, and of course the rest of the tribes, that came here. But mainly, they were prominent in history, with a lot of the massacres going on, man, and how they went about doing things, man. Esau Edom has to pay, man, for all that blood he shed. For Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. Salaki, I didn't mean to stutter. So the two kingdoms, the two tribes, we're going to come together, man. We're going to be in unison again, man. We ain't going to have no evil eye towards each other, man. If I will cleanse their blood that I will have not cleansed, for the Lord Yahweh dwelleth in Zion, man. So the Lord, of course his eyes is upon, the house, the country of Israel. We know that. But the Lord's spirit, the Lord ain't dealing with Israel right now on the right-hand side, man. Because heathens go through it, man. It says a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. Ashdod just got hit with 5 rockets the other day, man. You think a brother gonna have his castle, Yahweh Shai, King David the 12, they gonna have their nice, we gonna have our governmental office bodies in these main cities, and you think they're gonna be getting hit with rockets? And Zechariah 9:6, a major prophet. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the prize of the Philistines, man. That's right, man. What else? Oh, okay, I wanted to get the ships, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Ship afar off. Let me see real quick. I want to get this real quick in Revelation 18, verse 16, or verse 15. Starting at verse 15. The merchants of these ships, which were made rich by her, shall stand afar off from the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. That's right, man. Because what is it called? I just searched it up, man. What is it? Global trading. Global sea trading is a major part of economy. For example, Europe, known as the bottomless pit in the scriptures, right? It's known as the bottomless pit because it's lack of minerals. It don't produce shit, you know? Everything gets imported. So with no ships going around, and for whatever reason, it makes sense, you know, because airplanes can only take so much and do so much, you know. But ships, you could stack a ship up, man. A ship can carry a lot of goods, man, you know, compared to an airplane. But anyways, you know, Europe as a continent, you know, the things that it receives comes from different parts of the world. So if ship travel is put to a halt, you know, the connection and their economy is gonna dwindle, because that's how they survive, is by trading and by consuming. You know, they import a lot of their goods. Same thing with Babylon, man. You know, and as of right now, as we know, you know, these Yemenis, or in the scriptures known as Ishmael Khan, you know, these Arabic nations, they causing hell right here, man. This is about 12% of the world's, I believe, 12% of global sea trading goes through this port. So that's major, man. Imagine every time you get paid, you know, you got to give 12% out, you know, on top of everything else you getting taxed for, man. You know, so these people are suffering from this, because now the ships cannot go through the Al-Mandab Strait, which is this little port right here, Al-Mandab, as you can see. So now instead of that, they have to go all the way around Africa to get to where they at, because Yemen is causing hell, man. And that's how you know that the Lord raises up these men. And America, Babylon the Great, is not the most powerful thing that's ever, you know, that's ever breathed, because they being weakened, man. How the hell y'all not able to just wipe out that country and just continue global trading? Because they know prophecy, and they know they can get their hands and they can get themselves into some shit, man. America knows its days is over, man. So now they got to go all the way around Africa. So guess what? The money and the travel time is inflated. So guess who has to pay for that? The consumer. You know, so I'm pretty sure these things are going to be put to a halt soon. This is why you're going to see famine. This is why you're going to see inflation. You know, it says, the scriptures speak about in Second Ezra how victuals were so good and cheap upon the earth. Hey, well, not for long, buddy. And also, you know, the telecommunications cables, which go across the whole entire earth, you know, underwater and things of that sort, a big part of it is on the Yemen, man. So if Yemen go ahead and damage and destroy some of that, you know, a lot of parts of the earth is going to see, you know, less electricity and a worse life. Because let's be honest, man, electricity makes life better. It makes life not better per se, but more efficient. You know, you could say easier. You know, you just go on the stove and just click a button instead of starting a fire on the stove, right? So let's get these rest of the scriptures, and then we're gonna wrap it up, Lord willing. I ain't mean to make it this long, but you know, the Spirit is in control. The Lord Yahweh Shah is in control. The merchants of these ships were made rich off her, shall stand afar off for the fear of the torment and weeping and wailing. Hey, because Babylon the Great is gonna be getting burnt, man. They're gonna be like, damn, man, that storehouse which they used to make a lot of money off of, you know, that big powerhouse dollar, it's come to naught. And saying, alas, alas, the great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, for in 1 hour the Lord gonna destroy this goddamn place, man. Because he's using high level technology, man. He's using high level weapons, man. It ain't guns and bullets and a whole bunch of stupidity things that take time, man. Shit, Babylon the Great can't take more than 5 ICBMs created by the Lord, man. Can't take really more than 1, you know. But the Lord about to hit it with 200 million. Wow. For in 1 hour, so great riches has come to naught. That's right, man. All that, this, that, and the third. Because these people, money and their currency and their power, their spending power, it operates off the dollar, you know. The dollar drives a lot of these different currencies around the world, you know, like the yen, the Japanese yen, the Chinese yuan, or whatever, how you say it. You got the Brazil bolivars. These are the top power dollars, you know, which ain't really worth shit. What am I missing? The Russian ruble, the Indian rupee, and what else am I missing? I'm missing one more, I feel like. But it don't matter, man, because it says in great riches so come the not, man. That's right. And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Because Babylon the Great in their mind is like this big bad, never seen, utopia. Come on, man. And they cast the dust on their heads and cried and weeping and wailing, saying, they in the house of mourning. They're going to be mourning for Babylon. Bear with me. Salakia. Alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her coastlines. For in 1 hour she made desolate. Rejoice over her, thou, O heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Lord our power hath avenged you on her, man. Paying that recompense, man. We a part that we hope the Lord raise us up, to take this devil down, man, along with him. Not that he needs us, but hey, man, we in that same spirit, man. We want to kill some fucking heathens, man, and some wicked jakes, man, because you people deserve it, man. Long story short, so before I end, I just want to back up what I'm talking about, because this is what's going on. It's ship warfare, and there's somebody who just came out, so-called, they in the truth or whatever, talking about some salvation is going to be via ships. How is salvation going to be via ships when there's going to be Leviathan going and terrorizing a whole bunch of parts of the seas, and you're going to have sea warfare, man? You think warfare is just on land? It's going to be warfare all across, man. The way of deliverance which the Lord spake of, and how he left earth the first time, man, is going to be the best way, man. It makes the most sense in this scenario. This is not us running from Pharaoh, where we could just cross. Oh my gosh, Jake is out of there. And Jake really, we got to be defenders of the gospel, of course, but Jake be out here trying to waste time, man. Jake be wanting attention, man. In the time of war, we ain't got time to be explaining. Continuing on through the spirit. Let me just show the ship stuff, and then we out of here. So you see, that's all I'm going to show is the graphic. That's going to be the front cover of this lesson. I brought this lesson edifying, straight to the point. Shalom.